we have a guest today, a guest speaker that probably everyone knows her. She has been, she's considered as one of the most experienced Ayurveda practitioners in the USA, and with more than 40, maybe even 45 now by this time, years of practice. And she has integrated medicine degree from Pune University, and also pharmacology degree from Texas. And overall, she runs a Ayurveda clinic helping people, and also she has some free seminars quite often helping people. And so it's a very knowledgeable person, and she's an excellent in answering questions that you may have. And so again, go ahead. I think she's called Vaijayanti or Jay. And Jay, if you want to add a few things, go ahead and please you can start.
Sure. Sridhar, thank you very much for the introduction and giving me the opportunity to speak tonight. And thank you all the attendees for joining. In yogic neuroscience and yoga community, we learn from each other a lot. So it's we always say that giving is important. So whatever we have to give, and that's my goal, is to offer a lot of Ayurvedic seminars and uh, webinars and all that, and share Ayurvedic knowledge to most of the people so they can benefit from it. So before I start, I always like to chant a prayer. So I want all of you to close your eyes and take a deep, long breath. With each inhalation, balloon the belly. With each exhalation, pull the belly in and continue breathing. And notice the movement of your belly rising every time you inhale, and belly going in when you exhale. And observe your breath. Now observe your mind. And mind always flows with the breath. So when the breath becomes rhythmic, mind becomes more calm and clear and peaceful. And now I will chant the prayer. Sarvepi sukhinas santu, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May all see the goodness in life. May there be no pain or suffering in the universe. May there be peace at the physical level, peace at emotional level, and peace at spiritual level. And keeping this peace within, now gently open your eyes. And namaste, everybody, and thank you for joining. So today's topic is Ritucharya and how is going to help us to prevent the diseases. So we all know that unchanging reality about our life is a change, but we have to move along with that change. And somehow, at least partially, we follow that Ritucharya. And let me give you an example. Like this is summertime. I bet all the guys are wearing cool cotton t-shirts and shorts, and women are wearing cotton tops and jeans or something cool clothes, because we know the summer is very hot and we want to cool, keep our body cool. But when we transition in September or onwards into fall season, all these summer clothes will be in the storage bin, and all your jackets and sweaters and warm clothes will come out, because in the cool season you want to keep your body warm. So we try to create the balance. If the season is hot, we wear cool clothes. If the season is cold, we wear warm clothes. But we stop only at that level. But we don't change the food we eat along with the season. And that is also very, very important, because what goes in shows outside. So along you can take the hint from your clothes, but you also have to change the qualities in your food. And that's what I'm going to explain it to you more in details. So let me share my presentation with all of you. Okay. So follow Ayurveda and prevent the disease. Okay. So our culture also is based on Ayurvedic principles. You know, during Sankranta, during in month of January, we give everybody Tilgul and we say Tilgul kya and God bola and all. Why during January we recommend particularly Tilgul? Because the sesame seeds are warming in nature. They also have a lot of oil in it. Jaggery also is sweet in nature, it is demulcent, and it is also warming in nature. So when the season is cold, we recommend eating all the warm foods. And always remember that Tilgul should not be eaten only during Sankranta, but during that season, because the season is cold and you want to warm your body. So you can see when that warmth comes from inside, your people start feeling the difference. Then comes the springtime during Gudi Padwa. Gudi Padwa is the first day of the spring season. And what do we do, especially during that day, is eat a neem leaf. And neem is very, very bitter. So why do they recommend to eat neem leaf only during this time and not in the when the cold weather and all? Because neem is very bitter and it is in the spring. Spring is the kapha season, is the very, it rains a lot, snows a lot. So there is lot of moisture in the environment, and bitter taste dries everything. And that's what bitter is better during that season. So during not only Gudi Padwa day, but again during that season, if you have a lot of allergies, mucus, congestion, then the bitter herbs like neem leaf or aloe or giloy, those herbs are very, very useful. That's what they recommend. So those days are just the symbol, but you have to continue that during the whole season. Then comes Diwali, and we all know that in Diwali we always recommend Abhyanga and all. So let me just reduce this. Abhyanga, so we do massage with the warm fragrant oil or sesame oil and all that, take warm shower, and then we eat all the farar with all the laddus and barfis, heavy food, sweet food with lot of ghee and fried food and all that, because Diwali again comes in October, November season, when the season is very cold and dry, and that's what we want to moisturize our body, and that is the predominant of vata dosha, and that's what sweet foods, little heavy foods and all are very beneficial. So again, you don't have to do abhyanga only during Diwali day, but during that whole fall season, if you learn, do like once a week, twice a week, whole body abhyanga, or at least put it on your head, palms and soles and all, you will benefit a lot. So all the desserts and everything are in our cultural days, they recommend, it always has its roots into Ayurveda. So today I just want to tell a little bit about Ayurveda, because there may be few new people. So Ayurveda is the Veda, that is the wisdom about healthy living. And Ayurveda has main two goals. First goal is the swasthasya swasthya rakshana. That means person who is healthy to preserve and maintain his health. And you may be surprised that if somebody is healthy, why do you need to work at it? But we have to maintain that swasthya, that health continuously in any season. And that's what Ayurveda gives different tools for us to maintain that healthy state throughout the year in different seasons. And for that, Ayurveda recommends Dinacharya, that is the daily routine, and the seasonal routine. Those two things sound very simple, but they have a profound effect on our body and also on the mind. So, what is the Ayurvedic foundation is mainly, we all know that we are part of the nature. So, the energies which control or make the changes in the environment, same three energies work in our body too. And in Marathi, we call Un, Paus, and Vara. That is, Un is the heat, Paus is the rain or the water element, and Vara is the wind energy. So, in the nature, all our seasons, we have during water is predominant during springtime. We call in Ayurveda as a kapha dosha, and it is the energy of building tissues in the body, lubricating all the systems, growth, nourishment. We need the kapha dosha in balanced state. Second energy is the heat energy, that is we call pitta. Pitta is the energy of transformation. So digestion is the transformation of the food. Thinking is the transformation of ideas or information we take in. Maintaining our body temperature, luster of the skin, our vision. All these are functions of pitta dosha in the body. And the vata dosha is the energy of action, that is the wind energy. The movement, nerve impulses, breaking down the tissues when the tissues become old and all. So that is the function of vata dosha. And these kapha, pitta, vata are everywhere in the body, in every cell. And that is the root, or that is the foundation of Ayurveda. So when we diagnose any disease or health, we always go to which dosha is out of balance and all that. So here you have to remember the relationship of dosha and the season and what are their qualities, because those qualities make all the difference. So kapha dosha I mentioned is water. During late winter and spring, it rains a lot, snows a lot. There is more moisture or humidity in the nature. And the quality like a water, it is very heavy, cold and moist. So think about when you get the congestion or cold, you feel very head, your head becomes very heavy, you feel very cold, your nose may be running, watering, your eyes may be watering and all. So all these qualities exhibit that you have excessive kapha in your body. Then when we transition to summer season, that is mainly predominant is pitta dosha, that is the fire, and the qualities of that is mainly hot, light and moist. And vata dosha, the wind, in the fall and early winter, weather becomes very cold and windy. So you feel the skin becomes so dry. You have to use a lot of moisturizer. You feel very cold. You may feel lightheaded and all that. So always remember that late winter and spring, predominant kapha dosha, and that's why millions of people have allergies during springtime, or during summertime we get all things, maybe skin rashes or acid reflux or some bleeding conditions, diarrhea, something during summertime when the pitta is aggravated in the body. And during vata dosha, fall and early winter, our skin becomes so dry, we feel very cold, lot of body aches and pains, those things happen. So we want to keep all these doshas into balance. And Ayurveda is simple concept. Rogastu dosha vaishamyam, dosha samyam, arogata. That means when these doshas go out of balance, it causes the disease. And when doshas are in balance, it is our health. So our all the efforts have to be to keep these doshas into balance. So you can see here the kapha dosha, the water energy. when the water is flowing nicely through this flow, and here at the picture down there is like the flood of water, and that causes all the problems. Same thing when you have allergies, mucus, cold, congestion, congestive asthma, water retention, some kidney issues and all, this kapha dosha is out of balance. So when we take care of these conditions, we don't look at those conditions individually, but mainly we try to bring kapha dosha into balance by diet and lifestyle and using natural herbs, so that kapha gets into balance and people start feeling better. When the pitta dosha has important function in the body, but when that pitta becomes excessive, like towering inferno, then you may get a lot of skin rashes, skin issues like psoriasis and all. Sometimes you may get IBS, IBD, diarrhea, bleeding conditions, then hyperacidity, your eyes will become all red and all that. So when the pitta aggravates, you get all those conditions. We bring pitta dosha into balance with, again, with the diet, lifestyle, and using natural herbs, and those symptoms just get better because we are treating the cause of the problem. Always remember, when the cause is gone, effect wears off. All your symptoms are related to the cause, and it is very important always to take care of the cause of the problem. If somebody comes with lot of body aches and pains and arthritis and constipation and anxiety and all, that means the vata dosha is out of balance. So we, with the, again with the diet lifestyle, we bring vata dosha into balance. So simple definition, but again it has a very deep meaning to that, that rogastu dosha vaishamyam, dosha samyam arogata, is the beauty of Ayurveda or yoga in one line sutras. We can write chapters and chapters of books or the big novel only on this one liner. It has so much meaning to that. Then we have to always try to create the balance. We can direct the wind, but we can adjust the sail. And what does it mean? That we cannot control the nature. The seasons are going to come and go. We cannot change those, but what is in our hand is to create the balance. We can adjust the sail to go in the right direction. We cannot direct the wind, but we can adjust the sail and go in the right direction. Same way, when any season, when we balance those doshas by following Ritucharya, then you don't have to, those doshas do not stay aggravated in your body, and you can prevent the diseases. So here, what is exactly Ritucharya? So you know, in our Indian calendar, there are 6 Ritus: Vasanta Ritu, Grishma Ritu, Varsha Ritu and all. But that calendar doesn't match here. So I'm just going to talk about the seasons. So depending on the season, certain dosha increases. So here you will see, I have created this map, is the late winter and spring is kapha dosha is aggravating in the nature. And if you don't balance that, then you will suffer from allergies, cold, cough, congestion, congestive headache, and all those kapha related problems. But if you follow Ritucharya and balance that kapha dosha in your body, then it will stay in the balanced state and you don't have to suffer from it. And that is exactly the prevention of the disease. Same thing, when the slowly the spring ends and the summer season begins, and if you don't follow summer season, for example, summer is the heat, and if you start eating all the Mexican food with margarita and salsa and all that very spicy food, then your pitta is also going to aggravate, and you are going to see a lot of pitta related issues. But if you change your lifestyle to balance pitta dosha here, then you don't have to suffer. You can enjoy any season, but you don't have to pay the price, or you don't have to face any of those diseases. And that's the beauty of it. You can enjoy every season. And again, we always like the change. We don't want to do the same routine over and over again. And with the changing seasons, when you change your lifestyle, when you change your qualities in the food, when you change clothes, it feels very more energetic. It feels more fascinating and all that. Then we try when we go into fall season. Again, the weather changes from hot to cold, dry, and all that. So if you don't follow that, and unfortunately we don't do that. And let me give you an example. During summertime, we eat watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew melon, and all. And you, if in the fall season, if you still continue to eating those cooling fruits, then definitely your cold is going to increase and you will suffer. But you will see during Christmas party again, there will be watermelon, there will be cantaloupe and honeydew melon. And we eat many times, even the ice cream shops are full in fall and early winter also. Same way during springtime, we recommend to eat spices. If you don't stop eating spices during summertime, your pitta will aggravate and you will have some health issues. Same way here, if you continue eating salads, especially during fall season, you will have a lot of gas, bloating, constipation, and all because now the season had changed. When the season is changed, you need to change along with the season. But to do the balancing act of during fall and early winter, you have to eat vata balancing food. I hope it makes sense to all of you. And I will let you ask me all the questions if you have later. So, in short, what does Ritucharya do? Ritucharya is fine tuning of Dinacharya. So you many of you may know about dinacharya, that is the daily routine. Ayurveda has a right time for everything. We always say the right time at the right place. So when you follow Ayurvedic dinacharya is waking up in the 6 o'clock in the morning, going to bed at 10 o'clock, eat your lunch around noon, eat your dinner around sunset and all, exercise in the meditate in the morning, you do yoga in the morning and all that. When you follow dinacharya, and Ritucharya is the fine tuning of Dinacharya. Means you do the same thing, but again there is a variation. That's the beauty of it. So Dinacharya tells you when to eat, but Ritucharya explains you what to eat during that season. Means right now we are into summer season. So if you are eating like milk and cereal, but when you go into fall, don't eat that, drink that cold milk along with your cereal, but eat warm cereal like oatmeal or cream of wheat or grits, something warm because the season is changing. That's what I meant, that you have to change with the season. Then Dinacharya tells you when to do pranayama. Do pranayama meditation in the morning, but which pranayama you will do during each season will vary depending on the season. During springtime, you may have more mucus congestion and all. Kapalbhati Bhasrika pranayam will be very beneficial for you. It will create more heat in your body, heat in your respiratory system and all, and help you prevent that. During summertime, you can do Shitali, Shitkari, Anulom Vilom. During fall time, you can do again Anulom Vilom, Brahmari Pranayam and all. So even different yogas, Sri Radha definitely must be teaching you different yoga positions for different seasons and all. So changing with the season is very important. Then Dinacharya tells you to exercise daily. But Ritucharya tells you which exercise will be better for each season. For example, during kapha time, you have to do some aerobic activity, like your heart rate has to increase. So you can do brisk walking or jogging, or you can play tennis, you can do line dancing, you can do Zumba dancing and all. During summertime, don't exercise in the afternoon because the weather is so hot. You can do early morning walks, you can do in the evening, you can play golf in the morning if you want to, you can swim. Swimming is good exercise during summertime and all. In the fall time, definitely you must be doing yoga year around, but those yoga, qigong, tai chi, those exercises are better for spring, fall and winter time, because that also helps you to calm your mind down, and walking is always good year around. Then Dinacharya suggests that to wear comfortable clothes. So Ayurveda goes to such a in depth that Ayurveda also recommends you what colors you will use during each season. And it is so fascinating, I think. During springtime, the weather is kind of cold, but not very cold. So you wear like a yellow color or golden color and all, because they are little warming in nature. During summertime, it's very hot. So white is the best because it repels all the heat. Then light blue, light green color or light purple color and all are also beneficial during summertime. And also see the nature. When do jasmines bloom? During summertime. How is the fragrance of jasmine? Very cooling. So white flower, why white flowers all bloom during summertime? Because white color shows it repels heat. So you have to reflect in those kind of nature and use those colors during those seasons, because it is helping you to create the balance. Then when we go to fall season, we wear all the orange color and red color and darker colors because they absorb more heat. So you can see how much wisdom is kind of hidden in all those simple things, and it doesn't cost you a penny, and there are no side effects, but there are so many side benefits when you follow this dinacharya and ritucharya together. So integrate both to achieve the dynamic balance. And why the adjective dynamic balance? Because it's constantly changing. It is not static balance that once I achieve the balance I'm good. It doesn't work that way, because nature is always changing and we have to change with the nature, and that's the beauty of that. Then Ayurveda again is one liner, simple verse, one line verse, but has a profound meaning. Vruddhi samanaihi sarvesham viparitaihi viparyayah. And that means like increase like, and opposite balance each other. So if you ask any second or third grader is what is opposite to heavy, he will tell you light. What is opposite to cold? Warm. What is opposite to low is high and all. So opposite balance each other, and we use this concept in our practice and our day-to-day life a lot. So similar qualities increase each other and opposite qualities balance each other. And let me give you an example. For allergies, lot of people eat yogurt in the morning knowing that vitamin C is good to take care of their allergies. But look at the qualities of yogurt. Yogurt is cold, yogurt is heavy, yogurt is sticky, and the consistency is exactly like mucus. So if you eat yogurt with your allergy pills, your congestion will never get better, because what you are doing along with your medicine is eating yogurt or cold water or anything that is cold. It will aggravate, it will worsen your cold. So you need exactly opposite qualities to take care of those issues. And here I have given the example. Cold congestion will increase with cold water, yogurt, cold air, ice cream, or anything that is cold. People take their medicine, allergy medicine, with ice cold water. It will, their allergies will never get better, because they are adding more coldness in the body, and kapha is very cold. It will get better by drinking warm water. Warm is opposite to cold. Ginger tea, because ginger has very warming effect, heating effect on the body. Or the dry heat, or adding some spices in the food. And do you know, we all Indian people use so many spices, and that is the benefit of improving our digestion. And during especially spring season, cold season, these spices are very, very beneficial. Then eating spicy food during summertime will increase body heat. And I gave you the example of eating Mexican food or chaat and all that. That will aggravate your body heat. But during that time, a bowl of salad, a glass of coconut water, or cold water shower, or Shitali pranayam. So these are different ways of cooling your body down. So always remember which quality is aggravating, making it worse, and you have to do exactly the use the opposite quality as the treatment. So what could be our Ritucharya during late winter and springtime? And Ayurveda talks all about the qualities. It's not about the calories. It's always about the qualities. We call them as a gunas. So the what are the gunas of kapha dosha? Is heavy, cold, and moist, like water. Water is heavy, water is cold, water is moist. So if you want to balance this kapha dosha, you have to do the balancing act. Opposite to heavy is light, opposite to cold is warm, opposite to moist is dry. Very, very simple, but we don't use that wisdom in our day to day practice. So, favor baked, broiled, or grilled foods during here. Why? Because anything you bake, it becomes light, it is naturally becomes warm and dry. So, the qualities in the food also should be kind of similar things. Then spice up your life. This is very important thing we always recommend during springtime, because ginger, black pepper, cloves, ajwan, so many other things like mustard seeds and all, they have warming effect and they also have drying effect. So we need warm, dry, and both those qualities also create lightness in the body. And that's what, whenever you want to eat spices, springtime is the best to do that. Then warm water or herbal teas like ginger tea, cinnamon, clove, and black pepper tea, turmeric tea, and all those teas are excellent during kapha season. I always will always recommend you to eat seasonal vegetables and fruit, because Mother Nature knows it all and Mother Nature is nurturing us. So, Mother Nature produces the right fruit, right vegetables during the right season. In India, you remember that we eat mangoes only during like April, May, beginning June time. We don't eat year around. We always have everything seasonal, all the fruits and all. But here in US, because the produce comes from around the world, we don't know what is in the season and all. So go to farmers market. Farmers market sells only what is local and what is seasonal. So you will know the vegetables like rhubarb or asparagus or fava beans, peas, mushrooms and all. I know these vegetables you get year around, but those are more kind of balancing to spring season and all. Then limit sweet, sour, salty taste because they aggravate kapha dosha. You know, sweet is very heavy, sour is salty. But we eat the same food during fall time because they are balancing act. And here during springtime, we add more pungent, bitter, and astringent. Remember, I talked about neem leaf is very bitter. It is balancing to kapha dosha. Also, the spices, ginger, black pepper, and all are very pungent in nature and all that. Then be active. As I mentioned, your heart rate has to increase. Your body has to warm up by doing that exercise, so your kapha dosha will stay into balance. I also mentioned about Kapalbhati Bhasrika. Then many of you are yoga students, so I don't have to talk much about yoga poses. Then wear light, warm colored clothes, yellow, orange, gold, because they create warmth in the body. So remember, all these things we are changing our diet, we are changing our lifestyle. I'm not talking even the herbs here. Then massage your whole body with warm sesame oil, or you can add some herbal powders to that, ginger powder. Again, if you want to reduce the heaviness in the body and create more warmth, then mix little bit of ginger powder or horse gram powder, that is kulit powder, into sesame oil and massage vigorously your body, and you will really feel very light and you will feel more energetic. And with all these things, if you do, I 100% tell you, you can prevent most of your allergies and cold and congestion. These days, nobody talks about the spring season. They always talk about allergy season and all that. So, if you want to enjoy spring season, if you want to enjoy the flowers and everything during that season, then you need to change according to here I have given you the tips to balance the kapha dosha and prevent all kapha related problems. Then we go into Ritucharya for the summer time. So summer is what? Pitta dosha. It is very hot. So hot, sharp, and light are the qualities of Pitta dosha. So do exactly opposite act, cool, bland, and heavy. So I earlier told you springtime is the spice up your life. Here you slowly cut down on eating spices and start eating more bland food, less spicy food, have more bowl of kind of a salad along with that. Eat more grains because grains are also sweet in nature ayurvedically. Then enjoy sweet pulpy fruits or a scoop of ice cream. So all the sweet pulpy fruits, which fruits do we get during springtime? All the peaches and pears and nectarines and apples and watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew melon, all those are cooling fruits, sweet fruits, pulpy fruits. They balance your pitta dosha. So stay away from all the chaat and Mexican food and all that. You can eat that sometime in spring or fall, but during summertime, you have to eat more little bit bland food. Then cool water with khus. And this is very common in our culture, that during summertime we keep that water in matka and put a bundle of khus in that, and if that water becomes so fragrant, and mainly it quenches your thirst. Here, if you are growing mogra flowers, then put one or two flowers in your drinking water, and you will be amazed that how that water becomes so fragrant, and again it quenches your thirst, cools your body down. Then kokum drink also is available in Indian grocery these days, coconut water or CCFT, and that is CCFT means cumin, coriander, and fennel. This tea is excellent to balance pitta dosha, also reduce inflammation in the body. So what you do, the mix of all this cumin, coriander, fennel, half a teaspoon of that, put it in the glass of hot water at night and steep that water overnight. And drink that water next morning, and you will really see good effect of that on your body. Then limit sour, salty, and pungent taste. So you can see how the tastes are changing according to the season. In springtime, I told you pungent is good. Ginger, black pepper, pipali, and all is good for you. But here it is in the limit section, and focus more on sweet, bitter, and astringent taste, because we want to cool down this excessive heat in the nature. Then cool activities like swimming, morning jog, or moonlight walk, or walk on the grass on bare feet. This is always recommended in Ayurveda, because do you know, in our subtle body, our feet and our eyes are connected, Karmendriya and Jnanendriya. And you will see that when you walk on the grass, your eyes will become so cool. And again, eyes is the seat of fire element, and that's why if you go out in the hot sun, your eyes become very sensitive to light. They become very red hot. So when you walk on the grass, you will see that has cooling effect on the whole body, and especially on your eyes and all. Pranayam, again, Anulom Vilom Shitali Shitkari Brahmari Pranayam, yoga poses. You may know all, so I'm not going to talk much about it. And wear cool cotton clothes. Here, white. Do you know why white? White repels all the heat. So during summertime, never wear black color clothes, navy blue color clothes, dark green and all, because they will make you feel very warm, very hot. So white, light blue, light green, light purple and all, those colors are very beneficial for you. Here, massage the body with coconut oil. During springtime, I mentioned use the sesame oil because it has warming effect. Coconut oil has a cooling effect. So you can see everything we are doing this balancing act by adding cool, bland, heavy qualities in our food and in our lifestyle. Then we come into fall and early winter season. That is the Vata season. How is Vata dosha? Like think about when you are standing in the windy weather. You feel your skin becomes so dry, you feel very cold, you feel lightheaded. So do the opposite act. Opposite to dry is moist, opposite to cold is warm, opposite to light is dense. And you may think that, oh, Dr. Apte, this is so simple. Anybody, even the primary school kid, also will tell you. But we do not use that. in our practice, and doctors also don't tell us about all these kind of things, but when you start thinking deeply you will see the benefit. Body just want to maintain the balance, and by simple changing the qualities in different things you can create that balance. During Vata dosha, I mentioned lot of body aches and pains and arthritis, constipation, gas, bloating, anxiety, depression, and all those symptoms happen. So, if you have any of those issues during fall time, definitely indulge more in soups. During summertime, I mentioned eating salads. Here it's more soups, stews, steamed, sorted root veggies, grains, and nuts because nuts have a lot of oil in it. So if you want to start your day with the warm cereal, oatmeal is good, grits is good, or any like upma, our Indian thing, something warm and moist will always make you feel so kind of grounded and balanced. Then warm water, herbal tea is like a licorice tea. Why licorice? Licorice has a unique quality. It is demulcent. It creates moistness in the body. Lot of times people comment that ask me, Dr. Apte, our voice is so hoarse, and we feel that something is sticking in the throat. I just recommend them to drink licorice tea and they feel so much benefit. You can add 1 teaspoon of this licorice. It is mulhat tea, or in Marathi we call jeshtamat. If you add half teaspoon of licorice mulhat tea in a glass of warm water and sip that water on and off, you will really see the benefit of that. Or chamomile tea or brahmi tea, anything calming, cooling, calming teas will be good during vata season. Then here limit pungent. Don't eat too many spices here. Also bitter. Don't eat neem leaf during fall and winter. Eat it during springtime. Pungent, bitter, astringent aggravate vata dosha, but sweet, sour, salty balance vata dosha, and that's why those tastes are better during fall season. Then energy exercise, as I said, yoga, tai chi, qigong, meditation, more calming exercises are better instead of running around a lot. You can do walking, but instead of doing a lot of high energy exercises, more slow down exercises are better. Then Anulom Vilom Pranayam, Brahmari Pranayam, and some yoga poses. And where here I recommend to wear warm, heavy clothes like a dark orange, red, black, and all. And you see that during September we get all the pumpkin patches. What color are the pumpkins? The orange and all that. So why Mother Nature produces more pumpkins during fall season? Because they are warming. They are very heavy, opposite to Vata quality of lightness. They also are sweet in nature, and that's what here I told you to add more sweet taste in that. So all the winter squashes and all are good during eating during this season. Then fruits good are pomegranate, persimmon, uh, and all are better than figs, and all are better during the fall season. But where the change the color of the clothes, and here darker color always absorb more heat. If you like black color clothes, fall and early winter will be the best time to wear those clothes because they absorb a lot of heat and will make you feel more warm. Then again here, because the season is cold, massage your whole body with the warm season, hey, sesame oil, and listen to the calming music because Vata dosha is related to our mind and it makes our mind more restless, agitated. Mind starts racing a lot. And that's what anything you do to calm your mind, the music, the color, the food, the exercise, lifestyle, everything you do will be beneficial for you to prevent most of the fall related issues. So you can see how we have to change according to season, and it's not that difficult. Just you have to have that kind of thought in your mind and follow that. Then again, Ayurveda even goes further down and Ayurveda recommends you how to change the food. drastic, because seasons don't change. One day it is kapha season and next day is going to pitta season start. It doesn't happen that way. One season is coming down and other is slowly increasing. So there is kind of the common period between two seasons, and it is called Ritu Sandhi. Sandhi is the joint. That is the joint here between two seasons. And Ayurveda says make a use of that joint season, Ritu Sandhi, and slowly change your food for which is balancing to the following season. Suppose we are into summertime and within a month or so we are going to go into fall vata season in the fall time. Then here from summer to fall, change your breakfast and dinner foods first. And that means the weather in the morning and evening is still going to be cold, but afternoon will be still warm. So you can continue eating your summer food uh, during this period, pitta balancing foods, but slowly change your breakfast and dinner first during according to the fall, and slowly you will get used to it. So Ayurveda recommends this Rutu Sandhi around 2 to 3 weeks in between joints, in between seasons, and that is your opportunity to slowly let go of your food habits during previous season and slowly adhering to the qualities of the coming season. So by the time the season is completely fulfilled, you will be ready to eat the balancing foods, so you don't have to suffer from all those diseases. So you can see how Ayurveda is recommending you to change with every season, and Ayurveda also is giving you the chance how to change, because there always have to be the subtle change, never a drastic change. But you have to slowly but surely get ready for the coming season, so you can prevent, or season may increase, nature may aggravate doshas, but in your body you will maintain that balance by following these tips, and you can prevent most of the diseases. Because I told you, rogastu dosha vaishamyam, dosha samyam arogata. When you maintain the balance, that is health. And when doshas are aggravated, doshas are increased, they cause the disease. So every season we have the tool of Ritucharya is to eat balancing foods and lifestyle, so we can maintain that balance and we can stay healthy. So I think you learned something new today, I hope. So what are the things to remember? Stay in tune with Mother Nature. Change with the season. Very, very important. Fine tune your dinacharya with Ritucharya. And I explained that how everything changes depending on the season. It is the perfect prescription for preventing seasonally affected diseases. And always remember, even pharmaceutical companies spend millions and billions of dollars to run the ads on TV, and they are all seasonally affected diseases, because nobody tells us about this dinacharya rutucharya time, so we cannot maintain the balance, and we unfortunately suffer from many diseases. But if you follow this dinacharya and rutucharya, then it is a perfect prescription for you to prevent seasonally affected diseases. Very important. And you stay in balance and you can enjoy every season. That's the bottom line. You have to create the balance and you can enjoy spring, summer, fall, or winter. Year around, you can stay healthy and prevent most of the diseases. And this is my information. If you can just take a picture of my phone number, and if you have any questions, talk to me and all, you can call me in my office. I'll be glad to help anybody. Now I will stop my presentation. Okay,
Thank you
so
very much. Thank you very much, Vaijayanti.
yeah,
And if you have any questions, please ask questions. Thank you.
anybody, anything, question, comment, anything?
छान सांगितलं.
I want to make just one comment.
Yes.
की
a lot of people don't know about you, but we know ever since you came to Texas.
Yeah.
And Texas was at that time, it was not only friendly, it was not friendly with Indians.
Uh-huh.
On the top of that, the ladies, and you were a doctor, but you were Ayurvedic doctor. So all these three combinations were not very suitable, and anybody would have got discouraged, but you didn't. And you continued your continued thing,
Challenge
improved the challenge, took the challenges, made the improvement, and now we are seeing you in a very different
Everywhere
way.
we
And
see.
that's really admirable. And I wanted to tell this to everybody that even with the bad times, so to speak, or non-cooperative environment, she didn't lose her patience, she didn't lose her knowledge, but kept going, and now we know what she has done. So hats off for that.
Thank you, Subhash. And I want to just tell you one funny thing. When I started talking about Ayurveda to everybody, one of our friends asked me, "Is it legal?" And I told them it's not illegal.
Yeah.
Because there was no legalities about
Right.
Ayurveda.
Yeah.
And I said, what you eat and what you do, your lifestyle and all, there hasn't, not necessarily there should be any legality.
Yeah.
That's why I kept going. And that was another reason for me to move to California. Because California is the leader of all these alternative
Yeah.
things, yoga, Ayurveda, Chinese medicine, homeopathy, and all that. So I was in California for 20 years and my practice was very booming. And then I came to Dallas to retire. But again, now, as Subhash said, now the environment around the country had changed, but also my patients are not only Indian but American people too, because they are tired of all the side effects and all that, and they are becoming aware of this integrative, because we are living in this integrative era. So
Yeah.
they want to try different paths and how people around the world are looking at health and disease. Thank you so much,
Thank
Subhash.
you, Annie. Best luck.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Anybody else? Any question?
Vijayati, I have a question.
Sure.
Priyanka here. So now you explain like this Ritucharya and
Yeah.
then okay, Ritucharya is for like if I know my dosha, then I
Yeah.
can go accordingly. But
Yeah.
suppose if I'm already suffering from some disease,
Yeah.
some kind of disease,
Yeah.
I don't have anything in my head right now. So do they have to follow the Ritucharya or
Because,
whatever?
yeah, if you know your prakriti, if you know your original dosha, it is very beneficial that you follow during certain times. Suppose your kapha predominant, then during springtime, definitely you have to follow all these steps to the T. Okay? Because most of the time people go out of balance in their own predominant dosha.
Okay.
And you may be dual dosha. Everybody is not only one dosha predominant. You can be combination of dualistic prakriti or even tridoshik. So based on your prakriti and what is the cause of your problem, what is happening, what your diet and lifestyle is wrong habit happening, if you improve that by following this Ritucharya, you will definitely benefit.
Okay, and one more question. Is there a possibility like the person was born with some dosha and then later on some other dosha has gone predominated? Like,
Yeah,
let's
it
say
is
dosha.
also a good question. But remember, your prakriti doesn't change. Prakriti is the proportion of doshas, not even at birth, at the conception. Okay? But your current dosha, because of your lifestyle, because of your eating habits, because of your routine, your some dosha may aggravate. That is the current state. But we always try to balance it to your original prakriti to maintain that balance.
Oh, nice. Good to know. Thank you.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So
मला एक प्रश्न होता
हा.
की दिवसेंदिवस म्हणजे गेल्या काय ह्या शतकामध्ये लोक खूप प्रवास करतात
Yes.
आणि तुम्ही काही तासांच्याच अवधीत तुम्ही 30 डिग्री मधनं 100 डिग्री पर्यंतच्या हवामानात जाता.
Yeah.
मग तेव्हा कसा तुम्ही आहार बदलायचा? तुम्ही कपडे बदलता?
या पण त्याच्यासाठी तुम्हाला हे ड्रास्टिक चेंजेस जेव्हा होतात ना, तर तेव्हा तुम्हाला तो सीझन तिथे तुम्ही जिथे जाणार आहात, तर तिथे कसं आहे तर स्लोली यू हॅव टू अडॉप्ट. एक्झॅक्टली एकदम ड्रास्टिक आपण इंडियातनं अमेरिकेत आलो किंवा अमेरिकेतनं इंडियात आलो, तर जो ड्रास्टिक चेंज होतो तेव्हा एकदम म्हणजे चेंज होणं किंवा बेनिफिट होणं डिफिकल्ट आहे, बिकॉज आयुर्वेद इज नॉट अ क्विक फिक्स. इट टेक्स सम टाइम.
बरोबर.
ओके. आणि हा प्रॉब्लेम खूप जणांना व्हायला लागला. इट्स नॉट ओनली ट्रॅव्हल इन US, बट मेनी पीपल आर ट्रॅव्हलिंग टू इंडिया एव्हरी मंथ.
हो हो.
And changing that
Correct.
diet, the
Correct.
stress of the traveling for 24 hours and all is really taking toll on their health.
True. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. So I hope it made sense to you, at least what you can do, and try to follow
I
that.
have a question, doctor. This is Namita.
Yeah.
So what you said, we are all born with a certain,
Dosha proportion, yes.
yeah. So Prakriti.
Yeah.
And if we stay close to our natural being, which is the Prakriti, we will do well. But if we kind of deviate because of stress, because of lifestyle, eating habits, we kind of go away. That's where the imbalance occurs.
Happens,
And
yes, yes.
okay, and then we have to work towards getting back to our. So is nothing is bad or good, right? I mean, whatever Prakriti we are born with is a good thing, right? I mean, so that's okay.
Exactly, because every Prakriti has some positive things in that.
Okay.
And every Prakriti has some kind of negative thing. But whatever we have to make a best of it.
So it's not like one is better than the other. It's not.
No. Whatever you have is good for you.
It's good for me. And also wanted to check out to see what does your center, the Ayurveda Center in Texas, what all do you offer there? What are your services that
I
you
used to offer everything. We used to do Panchakarma and all that too. But now, because I am kind of at the late tail end of my career, I just do the consultations and I have all the individual herbs. I make special formulas for my clients and give seminars and share the knowledge. That's all. But if you know anybody close to you, then Panchakarma is very, very beneficial for many chronic conditions and all that.
Yeah, Doctor, we actually did visit Dr. Vasant Lad's Soham Institute about 3 months back. So me and my husband had been there, and it's pretty good. I mean, we did get our Panchkarma done there.
Yes. Okay, there are a couple of people who are raising hands. I cannot see everybody, but you can ask me the question.
Can you repost the slide where you had your contact information?
Okay, sure. I will. Yeah.
I will also include it in the recording.
Yeah. Do you see my information? You can take a picture, so you will have it.
Yeah. Namaste, Ji. My name is Krishna. What I wanted to ask is, I don't know if you covered, are there optimal times for eating your breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Are there optimal times? Number one. And continuation of that is, do you eat only if you feel hungry, or what does Ayurveda say?
Okay, it's a good question. I didn't talk about it because that is part of Dinacharya, but I will answer your question. Yeah.
And the temperatures, like Sadhguru says, like suppose you drink tea or coffee, it should not be like more than 66 degrees above the room temperature, something like that. So does it say anything about the temperature of food?
Okay, generally we recommend to drink like a warm liquids, not very, very hot liquids. But if you are used to drinking hot coffee or hot tea, I recommend people to go ahead and do it. But when it comes to water and all, I generally recommend them to drink lukewarm water, or during summertime, room temperature water. Then eating times is Ayurvedically mainly if you are eating 3 meals, then eat your breakfast around between 7 and 8, eat your lunch between noon to 1, and eat your dinner around 6 to 7. Because there has to be like 5-6 hours in between your each meal. And I will recommend you to eat enough till your body says you are full, and then zip your lips. Literally, do not munch. Munching has become the big problem for diabetes, hypertension, weight gain, and all that. And if you are eating only 2 meals, I'm very proponent of intermittent fasting, eating only 2 meals a day. I recommend people to eat around 11 a.m. and eat dinner around 6 to 7 p.m. and nothing in between. You can just have 1 cup, 2 cups your tea or coffee, but mainly eat only those 2 meals, and you will really see when there is a gap of 6 7 hours, you will feel hungry. And even within that, if you don't feel hungry, that means your agni is weak. Then you have to take like trikatu, like ginger, black pepper, pippali or something to strengthen your agni. But if you eat 2 3 meals, you can even maintain your good weight. Your blood sugar will come down, blood pressure will come down, chronic inflammatory diseases also will become less and all, because eating only 2 or 3 meals is very, very beneficial.
What about fasting?
Yes, that is also, even eating 2 meals also is like an intermittent fasting. But
Not
if you,
intermittent,
I
total
will
the whole day.
recommend you once a week, you fast. You give rest to your digestive system. So whatever leftover you have in your system, it will get digested and you will feel lighter. When is the time that you break your fast? Is when you feel very, very light. That time your body is ready to eat the meal. But fasting once a week, and again it is related to our culture, that if you are Ganesha Bhakta, fast on Monday, if you are Shiva Bhakta, fast on Monday, if you are Ganesha, fast on Tuesday and all, but that is all related to the health. But it is always good idea to fast. And again, depending on your prakriti, if you are very pitta, you cannot just not eat the whole day. You may have to eat some fruits, or you have to do some liquid fast. If you are kapha type predominant, then you can easily skip the whole day and next day you will feel hungry. Then you can break your fast. For vata predominant people, eating 2 meals or 3 meals is fasting for them, because they are very variable. They don't like the routine. So they always change the routine, and so eating regimented is good fasting way for vata dosha predominant people.
Thank you, Amish.
Okay. Anybody else, or at least 2 3 people, you tell me what new you learned today.
I learned about the seasonal thing, which you see intuitively we do feel that these fruits are there this season, so I had to eat like the mangoes in India, right?
Yes.
Intuitively feel it, but we didn't know that. At least I didn't know that it is laid out in the Ayurveda that these are the uh, you have to eat the fruits of the season,
Yes,
and
always.
yes. Second thing new that was not never intuitive is like when you talked about the clothes to wear, based upon that is entirely new. Yeah, and it is good. The spring season wear yellow. You're saying things like
The
that, right?
clothes, yes, because the warming thing. And you will also see in the nature also, during springtime you see lot of yellow colored flowers and purple color, violet color flowers and all. During summertime you will see lot of white flowers. During fall season you will see all the orange and lot of darker color flowers and all that. So mother nature is exhibiting all these kind of things, and we have to understand and change according to the season. Here in US, the problem has become because the produce comes from around the world. So mangoes are there all 12 months a year. Melons are there year around and all that. That has become the problem.
Yes. Whereas it's confusing in states. In states it's confusing, but in India it's seasonal, right?
India, it is season. It is also changing in India too. But in our old days, like everything was very cultural, and that's what Ayurveda is a concept. Eat local and eat seasonal. You know, the topic of all this Ritucharya started because in yogic neuroscience we were talking about the oils. And I mentioned that in southern India, people use more coconut oil because it is cooler, because the area is very cold, area is very hot. And in the northern, even Mother Nature produces more mustard and all. They use mustard oil a lot because the northern India gets cold very easily. So depending on where you are and what is the produce in your area, eating that is very beneficial for the body.
I can give you a pointer on that. The
Yeah,
oil, because I visited Kerala and
yeah.
I was close to Bihar, it is not necessarily that, it is that there, like in Kerala, coconuts are grown a lot, and so coconut oil is the preferred one. I think likewise in Bihar, that area, mustard oil.
But
So
you have to know that why there are a lot of
why
coconuts
they're
in
cultivated?
Kerala.
Why they are
Because
cultivated?
the nature is producing, the season is very hot, the weather is very hot.
Yes,
So Mother Nature is
Mother
producing the
Nature,
produce that is cooling.
Mother Nature knows better.
Mother Nature knows it all. Let me also add you one more thing. Why do you think South Indian people eat idli dosas a lot? And Northern Indian people eat spicy food a lot? Because Southern India is surrounded by oceans and the weather is very salty. And sour is balancing salt. In the science lab, we did acid and base balance, right? In the
Yeah.
lab, there was a hydrochloric acid in the beaker, and we add sodium hydroxide, that is alkali, and at one point it becomes neutral. So same way, because the environment is very alkaline or kshara or very salty, to balance that, South Indian people eat idlis and dosas. And in northern state, there are more sweet water lakes, and because to balance sweet, they use more spices. But here in we one day we eat Italian and one day we eat Chinese and third day we eat Mexican and all that. So it has become like around the world we eat the food very different, and that also causes the kind of imbalance in the body and health issues.
Does Ayurveda correlate sunrise, sunset with the eating times?
Well, I didn't
Like
hear
like in
sunrise and sun.
Jainism, they say if you eat food at the sunset time or right before sunset, you digest well. Like that, does Ayurveda correlate?
It is kind of similar because see the sun, the heat, the Agni is the energy of digestion. So when there is the sun in the morning, so why breakfast and dinner should be light? Because the sun in during the sunrise and sunset is not that hot. But during the midday, it is very hot. So lunch should be the main meal, breakfast should be light, dinner should be light.
In South India, that's what we do, 2 meals a day, 10,
Yeah.
11 o'clock, and then evening. Thank you.
Yeah.
मी तुमचा नेहमी बघितलेला आहे तुमचं जे प्रेझेंटेशन आहे ते
हा.
आणि आज मला तुमचं नवीन शेवटची स्लाइड माझ्या मते नवीन तुम्ही घेतली आहे.
ती पण मी घातली होती मागे ऋतुचर्या. आपण तुम्ही हे बघा ऋतू संधी की आयुर्वेद ते पण सांगतो तुम्हाला चेंज कसं करा. हळूहळू जो प्रिव्हियस सीझन आहे त्याचा हळूहळू कमी करा, आणखी नवीन जो सीझन येणार आहे त्याचा हळूहळू वाढवा. त्या बॉडीला असं ड्रास्टिक चेंज होणार नाही.
म्हणूनच माझा प्रश्न होता त्या प्रवासाबद्दल की तुम्ही थंड भागात उष्ण भागात गेलात तर प्रवासात कसं तुम्ही ट्रान्झिशन करायची, हा माझा प्रश्न होता. तर तुम्ही छान समजावून सांगितलं.
एस्पेशली आणि जेव्हा असा लॉंग प्रवास आपला इथून इंडियामध्ये जायचा वगैरे जेव्हा प्रवास असतो, वी आर अप इन द एअर, राईट, अँड दॅट इज वाता. So the skin apli becomes so dry, everything becomes so dry. So never eat like a ice cold water or salads and all that. Always drink warm water. Even before you start your travel, massage your body with oil and put few drops of oil in your both ears. Because ears are related to Akasha element and skin is related to Vayu element. And Vayu and Akasha, those are two elements of Vata dosha. So if you want to balance Vata during travel, then I would recommend do light body massage and put few drops of sesame oil in both the ears before you travel and when you reach India, or vice versa. So that will help you to reduce even your jet lag.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Then how to manage food while traveling? Then can you please respond your slide, repost slide, very informative session. is eating only Indian food in US wrong, since most products are grown here. But remember one thing, here also you get different vegetables and all that. What I mean, the qualities of your area where you are living in. Again, I am in Texas, you may be in the east, somebody may be in the west. So depending on your state, depending on your city, how the weather pattern is, you can eat accordingly. And whatever is available locally, that is good to consume. Okay? So if there are no questions, so thank you very much. And namaste and good night to all. Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you
Shri
very
Dada,
much.
thank you so much.
And this session is recorded, and I'll process it. Krishna will process it soon, and not this
Okay.
Krishna, but the other Krishna, Krishna Kumar, and probably within a week we'll have all the recording available on YouTube. Thank you.
Okay. Good night
Thank
to
you
all.
very much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Good night.